Okay, let's see. Try that again. Wow, that was loud. I walk away for a month later. I stopped streaming for a long time and I forget what I'm doing. Is that too loud? Wow. All right, let's try this again. Oh, that was loud. Sorry about that. All right, here we go. Damn, this update. OBS updated a few things, and now things are a bit out of whack, and I'm just kind of fixing it. All right. Why would they do that? That's so silly. For some reason, I now have the option. Let me just, you know what? Let's do this here. Okay, here we go. There we go. I was gonna say, man, OBS updates this thing, and now for some reason, I have the option of hearing things through my own headphones when I don't really need to. Let me know. Can you hear the music? It's kind of soft and quiet, but if you can hear it, let me know. That'd be great. Let me look here. Okay. All right. Things look okay. All right. All right. There we go. Brilliant. Yes, maybe. There we go. All right. All right. So, I'm back. Hello. Welcome. Hello. Hello. I'm back after a minute. It's been a while since I streamed, so there's probably some small thing I've goofed up. So let me know if the sound's okay, if my audio's okay. Sometimes the mic wants to get all scratchy, and I'll have to replug it in or some silliness like that. Oh boy, life has been taxing. So I stepped away from streaming for a while to deal with life and all that nonsense that goes with it, and now I actually have a bit of motivation to play or to stream now. So life really loves getting in the way. Well, this is TBC, the anniversary, the 20-year anniversary edition of the game. Which means that if they do a 20-year anniversary of TBC, that means they're probably going to do one of Wrath as well. So I thought, you know what, might as well get in early when I can. Because once Wrath drops, I'm going to be a lot more interested in that. Oh, life. So, yeah, so long and short of it, work's been busy. And it just loves getting in the way of what I do. And now, I feel like streaming again. But I don't feel like playing Fallout. I like playing WoW. So here I am. Tax season's out the way, so I don't have to worry about that no more. But now I have other worries I have to be concerned about. Well, I hope everyone's doing well. I walk away for a month, or 2 months, or 3 months, however long it's been, and I forget what I'm doing. This is brilliant. Yeah, because of how things have been, I just had completely lacked motivation to stream at all, to make any kind of content at all. But I'm a bit better today. I'm a bit better. Today was a pretty decent day. How many of these do I need? I'm gonna need 4 more. Okay. So the thing is, back in the early days of WoW. So I've said this before, but the first time I played WoW was back in 06. And I played it for quite a while up until I want to say the middle of BFA, and then and then I just walked away. I did come back a couple times after that, but I just could never really get into retail. And I just feel a little bit more, it just feels like quote unquote classic. This particular version of the game is a lot more my speed, a lot more chill, a lot more relaxing. Retail is fast paced, there's a whole lot to do, and it just feels like there isn't enough. It's fast. I need to slow down and just chillax. Maybe it's just me getting along in years. I'm kind of long of the tooth, as they say. I guess as you get older, you end up with less. You end up wanting less excitement in your life. That's just kind of what it seems like. And I guess it makes sense. Let's see. All right. Now, where is the guy? Oh, here's the guy. Oh, yeah. So, back in the early days of WoW, back in '06 when I started playing, I was entirely on the side of the Alliance. I never really played Horde. So I figured, you know what? I'll give Horde a shot, see what that's like. I have no idea what any of the stories on the Horde side are like. And, yeah, let's just see what happens. Oh, it looks like I've attracted this attention. There's another guy over here. Okay. Oh, I used that too soon. So the thing about, retail paladins, they're pretty much the same as warriors. You could just go full bore. You could just start swinging and the enemy will go down pretty quickly. There isn't much in the way of stopping you from getting through the content. Not a whole lot of challenge or something like that. But not that the content isn't challenging. There are certain parts of it that are challenging. It's a lot more action packed, a lot quicker. But paladins back in vanilla or classic, which it is now called, you kind of have to juggle your buffs. There are no quick actions you can really take, and if you take actions too quickly in classic, you run out of mana very quickly. So the idea is you buff your attack, you sit back, let the auto attack do its thing, and while that's happening, your mana is regenerating. It doesn't mean you're not going to run out of mana, you just won't run out of mana as quickly. And fighting more than one enemy at a time can be a bit on the dangerous side. You'll die much quicker than you will, in my experience, you'll die much quicker in this particular version of the game than in retail. Oh, and retail has changed so much too. There's housing in the game now where you can craft your own house. Oh, not craft your own houses. What you can build your own houses, decorate them the whole 9 yards. I was watching a stream yesterday where a streamer was running around and kind of doing like an HOA inspection type deal with other people's houses. It was kind of funny. So yeah, there's so much new stuff in retail that it's like, oh Lord, the amount, it's like I'm 4 years behind, 5 years behind in retail. But when was BFA? That was a long time ago, wasn't it? There's BFA, and then I think there's Shadowlands, then there's Dragonflight, and then War Within, and now there's a new one called Nightmare or something like that. Something about Xalatath, which apparently went from being just a weapon you can pick up, a weapon, to actually being a person, which was, well, for me that's new. For anybody who's currently playing retail, probably makes all the sense in the world. And all knew this, all knew that. It's like, yeah, I am old just by looking at all the changes they made in the game. I am the old now. Well, I am the ancient dragon, so that just makes sense. But there we go. Cracked? What did it say? Cracked power core. Increases damage done by magical spells and effects by 15 for 30 seconds. Oh, okay, let's see how that works. Okay. I'm using add-ons, so I got Questy over here, which is great. Tells me what level I need to be for a particular quest, or what level each quest supposedly is, which is nice. I'm using Titan Panel at the top here, so I can keep track of my durability. You know, the number of course, it already tells me what quantity. It already tells me how many spaces I got left in the bag. And gold. Time to level, XP gained, and where I am. It'll even tell me the time. Good stuff. There's other add-ons. Let's see. I have a bunch of other add-ons here, but I'm not really using them. Like the damage meter and XP guides, rested XP guides. I'm not really using that. That's fine though. Okay, so all three of those are done. Where are you at? Oh, there he is. It's like, why can't I see this person?
We will persevere. Aran.
Was that the male one? Yep, okay, take that.
Time is of the essence.
Let's see here. I'm pleased to discover that you are some at least competent. Give you another task and seem eager to prove yourself. This letter is Laykeeper Kaidiens, the Arcanist in charge of the upkeep of Northern Sanctum. Alright, so we gotta go deliver a letter. But of course.
We will persevere.
Yep, the hunger, it's kind of silly that I have to carry around his head.
Remember the sun well.
A bit on the gross side, but that's just how it is. Finally met his fate. Things should be quiet for the British for a while.
We will have justice.
Ding. That is the fun bit. Ooh. Alright, level unstable mana crystals. Okay, I picked those up. Had to kill the constructs for those. Besides the constant threat that the wretches present, they deal with all kinds of fictitious reports of night elf sightings. Though most reports are unfounded, the one recent incident demands further investigation. The West Sanctum of their primary energy source has suffered a terrible malfunction, and the rumors of a Darnassian sabotage are rampant. Okay, travel to the West Sanctum, southwest of Falcon Square, which is this location, and defeat any intruders present. Alright, cool.
We will have justice.
Of course we will. Of course we will. What's my current coin? Okay, yep, I need to replace my sword with something better.
What do you seek?
I'll go with the Gladius. So right now I'm currently rocking this weapon here, but as I level, I'm going to be leveling my one-handed and my block. Oh. Oh, okay, maybe not. Wait, am I going crazy? I am going crazy. What's going on here? Oh, I guess it's just technically defense. Alright. Oh, I better put this on before I start selling everything, huh? There we go. And the next thing I'll buy after a little while will be a new shield.
Head high.
I have my eye on this heater right here, so.
Salama Ashalanore.
Exactly what he said. Alright, you know what? Since I've leveled up, let's see, what is my current situation with this skill? Okay, they both need to be leveled. Alright, so let's head over to the Sanctum. Boing, boing, boing. Okay, so I did pick up a, there was a recipe in one of the, I think it was a trade vendor. I picked up this right here so I could cook up some food, so I get that buff of that stamina and spirit. Okay. Alright, here is your letter.
Remember the sun well. Farewell.
Thank you.
Keep your wits about
Since you're here, I have a favor to ask. Lakekeeper Elania's apprentice dropped by earlier, asked for assistance. Apparently, some malfunction happened to the West Sanctum. That's where we're heading anyway. So speak to Lakekeeper Vilena at the West Sanctum.
the reckoning is at hand.
Absolutely. The reckoning, would that be the impetus for the fixing? Or the repairing? Or the salvaging? Roadside ambush. A fellow apprentice and I were attacked by wretched. In their mad hunger for magic, they took everything they could get their hands on: mana crystals, wands, spell books, everything. The apprentice Eversong Wood along the road south. Oh, speak to apprentice Melidor. Yeah, Melidor.
We will have justice.
I need to learn how to read. Or at least slow down while I'm reading. That'd probably help. So this is Melidor? Yes, it is. All right. If I remember right, this book that he's about to ask me about is actually in the water.
Anaria Shola.
They're gone. Scared the breeches out of them with a well-placed fireball. Oh. Oh, that's funny. Those blasted wretches sure can run fast at the sight of someone who stands up to them. Let's not worry about that now. I need to find my instructor Elemental's grimoire. I'm certain one of those cowards threw it in the river, but I can't seem to locate it. So he wants me to find the grimoire.
Death to all who oppose us.
I believe it's over here underneath the bridge. There it is. I think he just didn't want to go in the water. I think he's just that kind of person.
Victory.
All right,
lies
there we
ahead.
go.
Farewell.
The book is completely soaked. Instructor Enthiel's not going to like this at all. Here, take his money. I have an idea.
The reckoning is at hand.
Anthiel is going to fly off his rocker when he finds out his book is ruined. I've got a little proposal for you. Don't worry. I'll make it worth your while. Take this book to him and tell him nothing of this incident. If he asks, just tell him you dropped the book in the puddle. He has no direct authority over you, so there's not much he can do. Bring Enthiel's elemental grimoire to Instructor Enthiel at Still Whisper Pond in Eversong.
Remember the Sunwell.
The Sunwell. I shall never remember it. The Sunwell is actually located all the way up here. This is a max level zone for TBC. It has the Sunwell, obviously, right? So that's where you can go and raid there. There's also I think there's also a 5-man dungeon there, but I cannot remember the name of it to save my life right now. And I'm not leveled enough, so I don't have access to the actual to L of G. Yeah, see, in TBC there was no dungeon finder, as it was at the end of Wrath of the Lich King, or as it currently exists today. There was an eye though. You click on the eye, and then you would select what you were doing, raids, quests, 5-mans, whatever it might be. Or you could just get a group together, just quest together, what is it, like fighting elites and stuff like that. And you would select what your role was, and then you'd put yourself out there. And then if people needed a group, they could like reach out to you, and go, hey, are you still available to group up for this thing? And if you were, then you could, join a group with them and go off into the thing together. That was you actively had to actually communicate with people, which is kind of silly because the joke is that MMO players are these like socially maladjusted individuals who don't want to interact with one another, kind of thing.
Remember the Sunwell.
The Dead Scar. The black swath of soil that cuts through Eversong Woods is a permanent reminder of the day Arthas led the Scourge into the beloved city. This behemoth is more than an eyesore. Even today, it brings Scourge from the Ghostlands to Silvermoon. Go and give the man a killing hand. Oh, yeah, that's right. Killing hand. Give my man a hand in killing the mindless undead. 8 plague bone villagers. And I will get that. Yep.
Salama Ashalanore.
Alana Shishalanore. Alright. No, I do not know. Excuse me. I do not know the story about the Blood Elves or the Cinderai. When it comes to WoW lore, there's plenty of other people out there who know that, or there's plenty of videos you can watch too. But apparently, during one of the Warcraft games, one of the RTS games of Warcraft 2, it might have been. The Cinderai. Was it the Cinderai? Was it the Blood Elves? They were an ally with somebody. Then there was a bit of betrayal, and things went south. And now the Blood Elves are part of the Horde instead of the Alliance because of some BS that the humans of Lordaeron, I think, some shenanigans the humans of Lordaeron engaged in. This was before. This was before the Lich King came and caused a lot of problems. Let's see. I'm kind of hoping I get a few backdrops. Howdy. Habab. How you doing? Absolutely, it's been a while. Yeah, life, but was it IRL got a little bit too much for me, and so I kind of had to step away to deal with nonsense in the real world, and I just haven't had the motivation to stream or just play games, really. And so, but now I'm feeling pretty decent. I didn't feel like playing Fallout 4 though. I'm feeling pretty burned out on Fallout 4, to be honest. So now I'm playing this to see how it goes. So I'm not entirely too sure if I'm back yet, completely back. But just going to see how this goes and how I feel. But I'm feeling good today. It's good to see other people are still around, which is nice. I mean, I figured after some time away that it's understandable if people wanted to move on to a streamer that is more available to watch. Completely understandable. It's good to hear. With all the difficulties of the world right now, it's kind of it's a challenge and a half to find someone who's unaffected by all the nonsense that's going on out there. All right, just got one more. Okay, this is the last guy, and all right, there we go. All right, now I can get to turn in this other quest over here to this guy. Let's see. Oh, let me get some of this here going. You know what? Before I start crafting, I make sure that I'm not going to get jumped by anything. I do remember that despite the little the mobs that kind of just patrol around here, there's also mobs that run all the way up here. And if you're standing out in the middle of here when they go by, they will attack you, and they're usually a decent sized group. All right. Gotta hydrate. And since it is a Sunday, I'm doing chores that are getting me ready for next week.
Glory
So,
to the Sindorai. We will have justice.
all right. I hope you learn a valuable lesson today. Never trust someone else to lie for you. I want you to go back to my dim-witted students and discipline them for using this wand. This magic tells me that you find them among the road west of the other side of the Dead Scar. Come back to me after you've done this, and I'll give you a small reward for your trouble. And we'll get a bag.
Farewell.
Sure, it's only there's only a 4 slot bag, but that's fine. In TBC, over in what's that place called? It's been so long I've forgotten. Shatarath? Yeah, over in Shatarath there is an NPC named Harris Pilton. And Harris Pilton... No, not Harris Pilton. Is it Harris Pilton? I think it's Harris Pilton, yeah. Because it's like a play on words for Paris Hilton. She has this very large bag. I want to say it's like 28 slots or something like that. It's called the Gigantique bag. And it's quite a bit of gold. And it's also a unique bag, so you can only have one of them. And that's gonna be kind of, if I'm able to, if I have the motivation to continue, I do want to get that bag. There's many other bags out there as well. Oh, waiting for Fallout 4 to add ghoulification. Oh wow. Oh yeah, there was the. Oh, I'm thinking about something. I'm thinking Fallout 76. Yeah, there is actually in Fallout 4 in the endurance tree. I want to say 8 or 9, maybe 10. Um, no, I think it's 8 or yeah, I think it's 8. Well, anyway, there is an ability. There is a perk called Ghoulish. Oh, wait a second, I ran right past the wrong guy. Oops. I was sitting there thinking so much I completely forgot to punish this guy. Yeah, there's a perk called Ghoulish, which will allow you to sometimes change the radiation damage you get into actual health, which is nice. And you combine that with a few other perks, and you're good to go. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I gotta wait for him to change back. Oh, there we go. I gotta wait for the recall. Oh no, here we go. There we go. Get disciplined. It's funny, there's like a, what is that word? There is a misunderstanding between, I don't know if it's a universal thing, but there's like a misunderstanding between the word discipline and the word punish. Discipline is learned. And you can get disciplined through many different things, or many different things. But getting corrected, having some kind of level, like if you made an error or you made a mistake and you're repairing it, or some of that nature, that could be considered a punishment. But yeah, they're two different words, but people like to use them interchangeably. Like people years ago when they started using the word, use figurative and literally as kind of the same way in the same words, but they're not. At best, they're synonyms. But English is silly like that. English is just dumb like that.
The dark times will pass.
All right, what's the malfunction? Look around. Things aren't exactly in order.
Time is of the essence.
It is about time that dimwit Kaidianus set someone this way. I warned that a danger is increasing along the road. Oh, I'm sorry, increasing the load of the West Sanctum. Now one of our energy converters is destroyed and arcane rays are pouring out of the sanctum. So we have to take out some mana wraiths and mana stalkers. Exactly what she said, yeah. Alright. Now, maybe we're too far away. But yeah, there are supposedly intruders around here. I don't see any, but maybe they're just too far away. All right. Get him. Oh, interesting. Spell damage done increased by 20. Spell damage taken increased by 10. That's not very nice. It's almost like a curse. Currently I'm level 6. So, yep, all the quests are currently level 6 quests. Okay. Oh, I'm level 7, excuse me. I was wrong. All these blood thistle right here, if you're a herbalist, you can actually, you can pick these. And I think they offer some kind of a magical effect. I don't remember exactly what it is. Let's see, this restores 60 mana. Okay, yeah. there we are. There's an intruder way over there. Awesome. Are you... Nope, I got a better weapon. 1 second. Excuse me. Oh, jeez. I wasn't even paying attention. But really, who can afford to pay attention in this economy? I mean, really. Alright, incriminated documents. The documents contain detailed maps of different strategic buildings in Eversong Woods. A diagram of arcane sectum is also sketched in good detail. There seem to be numerous notes in a language you don't recognize. As these are carried by our Donestian spy, it might be a good idea to bring them to the captain of the guard, Illidan Sunbrand. I think he's over... Yeah, he's over in Falcon Wing. That's right. That's right. He's over in Falcon Wing. Yeah, that's right. Alright, so let me look at my skills here. Alright, time to increase my sword skill and whip out my shield. I do not intend to do all the quests that are available at any particular level. I essentially just be doing the quests that will level me not the fastest, but at a decently. Alright, so. Alright, let's take out this stalker over here. I don't know what it is, but on the Alliance side, the Paladins don't feel as powerful as they do on the Horde side. It just feels like this particular Paladin is a lot stronger than human Paladin. Or the... Alright, let's see here. What are you? Oh, you're just a Dragon Hawk. Okay. Where's the rest of these guys? I need 2 more Stalkers and 1 more Wraith. So you're a Wraith. You're a Stalker. Okay. Now, doing Paladins do more damage with 2-handed weapons than they do with single. Because the way it's set up is it's just how it is. But since I want to, once I get to Outland, I'm going to be far more powerful, and I'll be able to tank much better. But while I'm waiting to actually get strong enough to be somewhat effective tanking, I'll be leveling my one hand, and I'll be playing as a 2-handed wielder. Get wrecked. Alright, there we go. Those are all there. Alright, brilliant. Yeah, I'm not too sure. It's like, I've not played retail in such a long time. It may be different now, but in the past, it was always best to gather up all of the quests that you had available to you, and then run out to the world and complete them, and complete them, and then return to the hubs you pick the quest up at, and turn them all in with a massive, in boost of XP. But also, given there was, I guess you could say there was somewhat limitations when it came to experience in the early games, in the earlier version of the game, you would have to kind of kill things on the way there just to grind enough experience, and just also get enough loot to sell so you can afford your training. Because in current retail, you don't actually have to buy your spells, you just automatically learn them. But in this version of the game, you need the money, and so you have to pick and choose what you're gonna buy, what you will buy for your spells, for your training. And since I'm going to be going all melee up in here, definitely going to need to, let's see, what is it currently? Okay, yeah, the Gladius. Yeah, the Gladius is a better weapon. Excuse me. Yeah, since the Gladius is a better weapon, I'm going to hold on to it. But yeah, you got to kill things that are in your way to grind levels and to get loot to sell so you have enough coin to afford your training. And that's why a lot of people really waited until endgame before, completing their trainings. The training for the professions, because, well, you're leveling, you'll eventually replace the items that you are creating or crafting. It's like, yeah, you can make a full set of copper armor for your paladin. Go right ahead. It's just that in a little while, you're going to be replacing those items with better items. So it's just kind of like
The dark times will
you're
pass.
adding.
Keep your wits about you.
There we go. The Dwarven Spy. Yeah, so you can spend a whole bunch of time crafting weapons and armor and all that stuff for yourself, but you'll end up replacing them in the future and with something better. It is a very delicate situation. Although we've identified the spy, we cannot kill him out in the open. We cannot try to capture him either, at risk of him escaping is too great. I want you to go to Prospector Anvil Ward in North Sanctum and kill him. Do this in a quiet manner. We don't want the word spread that we allowed a spy in our city. Bring me his head as proof. Yeah, it'd be kind of hard to hide that I killed a dwarf and cut his head off. That's a bit of a challenge right there, I would think.
Remember the sun well.
Oh, I'm level 8, so I can do a little bit of training here. Let's see.
Glory to the Sindorai.
Absolutely, the Cinderai. All right, so parry's a good one. That's going to help me, yeah. In retail, it doesn't seem to be that big of a deal anymore, but in this version of the game, there were when it comes to tanking, there are 3 stats, block, parry, and dodge. Parry is a big, important one there. Each one is representative as a percentage. Let's see. Hammer of Justice. Yeah, I'll take that. And this one is level 12. Okay, so I get 2 more levels. Oh, wait a second. I think... Oh, I don't have it. Oh, I thought I might have it. Okay. Yeah, there's an add-on I guess I forgot to grab that will actually tell me what training is going to become available the next time around. I think it's, what's training? I think it's called. But it's okay. All right, so yep, back over here, and then we head south to the village here. I forget the name of it. Okay. All right, so yeah, on the way we'll encounter a bunch of links. We will kill them for their meats and their hides and whatnot, and then we will cook up the food and we will go from there. Wait a second. Okay, yeah, I just need the meat. Okay. Some of these recipes require you to some of these recipes require you to use spices or something like that. So in the future, when we get to the Ghostlands, I remember that there's a recipe in the Ghostlands for like some spider legs or something like that. All right, so this is the spy. I need a moment of your time, sir. Yes, of course, I have something to show you right inside the building.
Safe travels.
In Duratar, in the Valley of Trials, if you click on the orcs that are cutting the trees, they go work, and I find that hilarious. Oops, I forgot to add this. Right, there we go. Nice. Stunned him, and then I stunned him, slammed him in the head with a magic hammer, and that took his head off. And there we go. All right, and then we hit this one, go back to Eladon here, and then we go back to Jayla, and then Anthanol, and then we can head on to, is it Sunstrider Village or something like that? I forget the name of it. There are a few quests that we're not going to do simply because they're just kind of silly. Like there's one quest, for example, that I remember where you go talk to the people at like Sunstrider Retreat or something like that, and they're throwing a party, but they need more drinks and they need more food. And so they have you run around collecting drink and food all over the place. And honestly, it just kind of feels like it slows down the leveling experience. So I'm not going to be doing that quest. Essentially, if the quest doesn't get me experience, I'm pretty much going to be doing effectively, I guess you could say, kill quests. Quests that give me experience just from actually doing the quest. Exactly. Two-handed weapons are worth more than one-handed weapons.
We will have justice.
Oh, Fairbreeze. Okay, Fairbreeze Village. Not Farstrider. Fairbreeze Village. All right.
The reckoning is at hand.
Excuse me. Sorry about that. Ooh, let's get these going here. Sell a few items. Just don't ask me where I got it. This man always over here is selling stuff, and he's like, but don't ask me where I got it. Mm-hmm, sure. Oh, whoops. Ooh, how silly of me. Sold the wrong sword. There we go.
Stay the course.
What kind of course is it? Yeah, there's quite a few quests around here, as you can see. But it's nothing like the Ghostlands. The Ghostlands are going to have more quests than are reasonable. Because the Ghostlands, the Ghostlands will get you all the way up to level 20. Level 20, 21, something like that. But, you know, it's quite a bit to do. And I forget the name of the place down there, but there's a place down there where as you do quests for the people there, you gain reputation with them. And as your reputation increases, so does the number of quests available for you to do. And there's like a quartermaster down there where they will, as your reputation goes up, you're able to purchase equipment from that quartermaster. So you start off neutral, and then you go like friendly, honored. What is it? Exalted and the revered, I think it is. I'm going all the way over here. I'm supposed to be going over here. Oh, you know what? Actually, let me pick up this spot right here. Here's a silly thing. Like, you actually have to go to a flight master and talk to them. Even if they don't have a location to fly to, go talk to them, pick up the flight path. And then when you go to another flight path and you need to come back here or wherever, then you're able to fly back to that previous location you picked up. But in retail, it just seems like all the flight paths are available to you. So there's no actual effort to go and get them. All right, I'm currently, what is it? I'm honored with Silvermoon. Nice. All right, and who here? Oh, you are, oh, okay, yep, you're an enchanting vendor. I could sell you stuff.
The eternal sun guides us.
Indeed.
We will
Indeed.
have justice.
Okay, now to Fairbreeze. Come on now. Yeah. Since it is a Sunday, I am doing lawn dry. So, I'll have to go check my laundry here in a little while. Let's see what it's like. So yeah, there'll be times where I step away to deal with that. Unfortunately, won't be able to stream all day because I will have to, you know, make dinner in the evening and do all that fun stuff. I do have, still have to get ready for, still got to take care of things. Come on. Oh, wait a minute. Alright, once I get to level 10, then I can start putting points into the abilities, into the talents I want. I guess I could take a shortcut over here. Luckily, the Dragon Hawks are not really hostile. They're pretty neutral. Any links around here that I can harvest some meat from? Huh, usually there's at least one link around here. Huh. Did he get slaughtered by someone else? Oh, I guess they did. Oh, spring paws. Ooh, someone out here just slaughtering the local wildlife. I mean, I can't blame them. Fair Breeze Village. All right. Quite a sea silliness going on around here. All right, let's see here. South Rails Haven. South Rails Haven. I think that's over here.
The eternal sun guides us.
Wayward Apprentice, thank you for your help. We need to order back here. One of my former apprentices embarked on a dangerous line of research. He journeys to the East Sanctum in the middle of the desert. Oh no, that's this one. Okay, no, I don't want to do that one.
Hold your head high. Time is of the essence.
I swear I'm going to fireball someone if I get one more request from Lord Serathil concerning supplies for his party. Do I look like a party planner? Between you and me, I have the fool. That fool and his sycophants are living in denial. Wonder our attack here. Some of us are actually busy with, I don't know, defending what's left of Pelthanos. Ally, would you be please head over to Sarathil Haven and see what if you can shut him up.
Farewell. Stay the course.
And in case, indeed. All right, so wait a second. Oh, there you are. Thank you. Things are much worse than we've anticipated.
Farewell.
Sunsail Anchorage has been overrun by wretched scum. As soon as we manage to get reinforcements in there, we'll show those thugs who's boss. He wants me to take down 5 wretched thugs, wretched hooligans, and report to Ranger Dealing and Eversol.
The reckoning is at hand.
Right. Alright, let's see. The Scorched Grove. It's a testament of our race's tenacity if our race still stands.
Keep your wits about you.
The foul taint of soil precedes the expansion of the Scourge into a new area. The protective runestones along the border of the Ghostlands have warded the land against this taint in the past. The westernmost rune source was destroyed during the Scourge attack, which forced us to burn the ground around it to prevent the taint from spreading.
Remember the sun well.
Okay.
Do not loiter. Be ready for anything.
Ranger Serene. Don't take the safety of this village for granted. Wanderers sieged by Scourge, and on the east and the Richard to the west. Okay.
The reckoning is at hand.
A lot of help is going on around here. People lending a lot of help around here. Okay. This one's pretty good right here. The Spring Paw that inhabit the region are known for their high quality pelts. We've even seen a night elf scum travel through these lands just to poach them. Our skirmishes with the Amani have left a bit of the stain of our supply in Great and Rangers to have much time to hunt the pelts anymore. If you would be willing to lend a hand by collecting Springpaw pelts, we'd be happily reward you with a handcrafted one. Okay.
We will have justice.
Alright, so that one's good. So now we head over here to the Ranger. The Ranger, I think, is going to want me to kill a bunch of undead along the Scar. Oh, this this area of black ground along here, that's the scar.
The dark times will pass.
Ranger.
Shurelaron, our enemies will fall.
Alright, we've experienced a marked increase in scourge attacks. Our defenses are barely holding up and no sign of reinforcements from Silvermoon. Let's ahead by defending the village and by thinning the numbers of the undead roaming the scar.
Remember the sun well.
Indeed. Let's see here. So, where is it? Is it here? Oh, it's over here. That's where the grove is. So here and here. Okay, so go this way. Oh yeah, it's over there. Okay. Trying to remember where everything is racking my brain a little bit here. All right, there's a lot of spring paw in this area, but not as many as I'd like there to be. Since there are there's going to be other players slaughtering them for their food, for their hello. Just do it there. That's here. What's my current skills at? Okay, still working on it. Okay. All right, so I think 20 of these would be pretty decent. I kind of want to get a stack of these, or 20 of these. I think I was watching some gameplay. I believe in retail, you can go up to like 99 per stack now, which is pretty wild. But in this version of the game, a stack is just 20 of them. Okay, yeah, so this guy is going to want me to run around and get stuff for his party. I'm not doing that. I might do that later in the future, but not today. Alright, so the next place to go is going to be, yep, to the south, this direction. Hello, Mr. Kitty. Would you please give me your meat? I need to cook it with the food. Oh, we got a couple of them over here. Nice. About to get attacked by the other one. There we go. Very nice. Finally got one pelt. I'm fairly certain all of these animals here actually have pelts. But for some reason, does it say what the... oh yeah, it says that the spring paw pelt. Wow, I can't say that for some reason. Drop rate is like 40%. Which is what, like... 2/5 or something like that. Some silliness. Alright, so this is the Scorched Grove. And this person here, I think, is going to want me to take out these greenkeepers.
Our enemies will fall.
My brother sent you. I have a task that could use your assistance.
Shurelaron.
These are difficult times for us. It was a very hard decision to burn the wood bordering the Ghostlands to prevent the Scourge expansion. The Treants, who have been our friends for years, are now trying to foster the regrowth of the forest along the Swords Grove. This is painful to ask of you, but we failed to convince our former allies to cease their endeavors, and I need you to stop them by any means remain to us force. So they want to expand. They want to make the world, make the area green again, the Scorched Grove green again. But doing that would cause the scourge taint from the Ghostlands to spread into this into well,
Be ready
yeah,
for
it's just a spread,
anything.
and they want to stop that. Okay, so I'm now level 8, which means I can do these 2 quests and level myself for these 2 here. Okay. Looking good. Okay, let's see. Ooh, I'm gonna need to step away here for a few minutes so I can deal with my lawn dry, and I shall return. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna put up the BRB, and I'll BRB. Okay. I have doth returned. Alright. Alright, swapped out the washer and the dryer for the dryer, and laundry is doing its thing now. Alright, back to the grind. Now there are a few quests over here. That's pretty good. Okay. So these guys over here, bit on the silly side. So my understanding, the wretched are actually just blood elves who became horribly addicted to magic and are now hopelessly addicted to magic, and they're just
We will have
irredeemable.
Our
Is that the
enemies
word?
will fall. Keep your wits about you.
And now they're just now they're a problem that has to be dealt with in a very violent way. Let's see here. I think there are a few of these items under the water too. Yep, here we are. Weapons containers, or armaments, I should say. Alright, so we got a couple of... Oh, I didn't read those quests before I picked them up. Yeah, okay, so yeah, there are these, what do you gotta call them? Murlocs who have stolen a bunch of cargo. So we have to get that back. And... what was the other one? Oh yeah, and also pick up armaments that are kind of scattered about because of the whole thing, because of how it is. I was in the back of the day, I was so quick just to actually get the quest and just start going, that actually taking the time to read them is just, I guess, just too much effort. But around here, usually there is a couple of usually spawns some battered chests, so maybe just maybe there might be one that I can loot that will have some bags in it. Have a bag. And if not, I could always just go to the auction house and purchase some. Hopefully they're not too expensive. You get to see when the economies get kind of silly, when it'd be cheaper to buy bags from the vendors than it is to the auction house. Okay, yeah, I remember there being a chest over here that apparently doesn't exist right now. Maybe it's somewhere else at the moment. Come on. Okay, let me just 1 second here. I need to rearrange all of my windows and whatnot. They're kind of all over the place. Nope, not like that. There we go. There we are. There we go. All right, cool. Come here, you wretched thug. How about you? The Darnassi Bleh. Now let's see, where's the other ones at? Any other ones around here? Oh, over there. We got an armament here. All right. Armament here, on the boat, and over there. All right, as long as there's no nasties around it, she should be able to get it pretty quickly. Brilliant, brilliant. All right, that works right there. How many more? I need 3 more. All right. One there, and is there one over here? Doesn't appear to be. Oh, he's hitting me with a bitter withdrawal. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, there is ability, yeah. Yeah, the Blood Elves have a ratio called Mana Tap. And you're supposed to, what is it? You tap up to 3 times. The effect lasts 10 minutes. And then, when you go Arcane Torment, you release the Mana Tap charge, and you'll gain 27 mana for each one. So mana tapping an enemy will kind of leave a couple charges that you can use to restore some mana later if you happen to be in a fight, an extended or a protracted fight, where you might run out of mana. I think it's only usable on casters or entities that have that use mana. So a mana tap could be used on me and mana worms and some of the other enemies, but yeah, you take like a chunk of their mana out away from them. Ooh, battered chest. Nice. I didn't even... Oh, not battered, tattered. Oh, there's so many different types of chests that I keep forgetting about them all. Okay, so, ooh, that is just... Oh, yeah, it's just slightly worse. Oh, hello. There's also a thing when it comes to earlier versions of WoW where they call them hyperspawns, where the game can spawn enemies really quickly after they've been slaughtered, after they've been taken out. So it's a big danger when you're playing hardcore, especially inside of caves. If like you're in a closed space like a cave, if there's hyper spawns going on in there, you could die very quickly. That's why caves are considered one of the more dangerous areas for hardcore. Of course, and then you have enemies with different abilities, and some abilities that either do quite a bit of damage or prevent you from running away can kill you pretty quickly as well. But this isn't hardcore. I don't think they'll ever do like a hardcore version of TBC or Wrath, mostly because the amount of effort required to keep yourself alive in hardcore would just be multiplied when it comes to Wrath and TBC. Or sorry, TBC and Wrath. Because, you know, just one poor decision and you could quite literally have, well, hundreds of hours wiped out. All right, so there is a one big murloc along here. I forget the name of the guy, but it could be a problem. Ooh. Okay, that's just some cargo. Okay. I got one here. One here. Oh. Tattered chest. Nice. Alright, so one cargo there. Cargo here. Oh, crap, right there. Oh, there he is. There's that big guy. Murgle. Murgle, Murgle, Murgle. Which level are you? You're level 9? We better heal myself. Fairly certain I could take him, but with all the other nasties right there, might be a challenge and a half to get away with it. Oh, see, he has no managed tab, so I can't use the ability on him. Hello, what's this? Interesting. What you have found here is a waterproofed leather tube containing a number of sheets of parchment. By the markings upon them, the pages are clearly navigation rutters. Each bears the signature of Captain Kelisendra. Let's see. You've heard of a small defended camp east of nearby Sunsail Anchorage. Maybe the captain is there. Oh, this is the. Oh, I get it now. Yeah, this is the. What do you call that? The breadcrumb quest? Yeah, this is the breadcrumb quest. I cannot say it. This actually takes you over to that small little camp where I got the quest for the cargo. Look around. Okay. No. You don't get to heal yourself. Only I get to heal myself. Okay, I just want someone to get a hold of the box over here. Please give me, please give me a bag. I would very much appreciate it. Yes, all right. I asked politely, and I got a bag. Very nice. Yeah, that's never gonna happen. That's never gonna happen again. You know, I'll ask for a bag in the next chest, and there won't be one, just because the game's like, nah, we're not gonna give you one. How many more of these do I need? I need one more. Okay.
They're still recharging.
Ooh, 40 damage. That's actually pretty decent. Alright. Can I get this before you start attacking me? Up. Yes. Yes, I could. Nice. Laws. Get stunned. Oh, nice. Oh, goodness, that was loud. There was a vehicle outside that hit a speed bump and going pretty quickly, so it made a loud noise. I don't know if anybody heard that or not, but yeah, that's an issue. A small little issue here. Okay, so got all the cargo from over here. I'm leveled up. Now I just need to collect the armaments and the pelts. All right, let's go back to getting them armaments then. Let's see. Let's get a little bit extra experience and some loot for selling so I can afford training at level 10. Yeah, the funny thing is, like, in I guess you could say, like, classic or vanilla, before TBC, before Wrath, before the first expansions, the cost of things were ridiculous. There were some things that were just way too expensive. For example, like training was too expensive, was a bit too expensive. Recipes you could buy at vendors were too expensive. Training from everybody, class training, professions training, those were also expensive to obtain. Were also really expensive as well. But when they released TBC, they reduced the cost of things, and they even did like a small little experience crunch where they reduced the amount of experience you needed to level, so you felt like you leveled quicker, you leveled faster than you actually were. And paladins were great healers, were good healers in vanilla, but they were terrible tanks. But in TBC, they buffed the paladins so they're better at tanking, and they also made it to where leveling paladins was not so much of a chore. But they really buffed warriors in TBC. Because when TBC first came out, I swapped over to a warrior from paladin and leveled my warrior all the way to leveled my warrior all the way to 70. And then maybe like a few months before Wrath was going to come out, I swapped over to my paladin again and leveled him up to, I think it was like 65 or... Where was he at? I think he was at like 65. And then I leveled him up until about 68. I want to say 68, and then I was at the right level just to go into Wrath, and Paladins got a real big boost in Wrath. I mean, they're really powerful in Wrath, which is brilliant. And since then, I was pretty much a Paladin for the rest of the game. For every expansion going forward, so... Oh, what the heck? Oh. You know what? Let's swing over here to to the spot over here. And turn in these quests and also sell a few items, because, man, I'm running out of bag space. And I might just go get another bag, one more bag, just to finish out the bag slots, possibly, maybe.
The eternal sun guides us. We will have justice.
Victory lies ahead. Death to all who oppose us. The reckoning is at hand. Keep your wits about.
There we go. All right. Oh, wait. Oh, here you are. It's like, where did the person go? There's a vendor over here. I know there was. I believe once I get to first aid 40, I think it is, I'll be able to learn heavy linen bandage, and then I'll be able to craft better healing items that way. That's one of the annoying things about paladins in the game, is that they run out of mana pretty quickly if you use your spells too often. And it was pretty much plagued by a lot of folks too in the leveling or in the early game, where a lot of the classes that used mana for abilities or talents or spells, they would run out of mana pretty quickly. And so some folks, like for example priests ran out of mana pretty quickly. They just didn't really seem to have the damage output abilities output that other caster classes had, like mages or warlock. So it became more mana efficient and effective to use wands to kill your enemies. You hit them with like a Shadow Word Pain, and then what is it? Our Word Shield, I think it was, and then you just use the wand to damage them down while your shield protected you from damage. And it was the most efficient and kept you alive the best. But unfortunately, it was very boring for me. Could not level a priest because of it. But even in this version, warlocks they got kind of a boost when it came to their mana ability, their abilities with mana, but still using a wand, you can dot them up. So warlocks could dot up an enemy and then just wand them down, and that saved a bunch on mana. Sure, it's not as exciting as using, Shadow Bolt, but it was more efficient and more effective. Yeah, damn wind. It's windy out there. It's causing my, 1 second here. I need to step away real quick. I need to close my window a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, so annoyingly enough, the wind was blowing, and that was causing the blinds in my window to kind of whack against the window itself. So I figured I'd just close the window a little bit, and the wind won't do that as much. At least that's the hope, right? I'm wearing headphones, so it's kind of muffled for me, but it might be a little bit noisier for you, so. Goodness, it's going to take forever to get all this lynx meat that I want. Yeah, the drop rates on these things are silly. 40%. It's a bit too little. And later versions in retail WoW, it seems like quest items drop every single time, it feels like. So, like it's 100% drop rate. Oh, I messed up my buff rotation. How dare I? Hello, Mr. Stalker. You know, there is a shooter game called Stalker. It's a survival. I do have the game, but every time I sit down to play it, it feels like I can only play it for a single session, and then take a break for a while, and then go back to it. It's like, well, what was I doing the last time I played the game? Stalker kind of feels like survival horror too, which is funny. Huh. Okay, let's deal with you. Get specced with a big stick. Big pointy metal stick. There we go. There's one more over there. Alrighty. Oh, there's two more. Ooh, I'm getting low on mana. I better slow it down. I'm getting a bit too zealous with my abilities. Man, I live on the noisiest street, I swear. Cars going through all the time. Big trucks. Oh, don't mind me, Mr. FedEx man. Frustrating. There we go. All right. I believe it's what, level 2, was it level 14 or level 16, I think? I'll be able to get myself a blessing of intelligence, blessing of wisdom, and be able to get a mana regen. Oh, I gotta take down. Oh, I completely forgot about that guy. That's right. Let's see. How much? I think I have enough bag space. Alright, yeah. Definitely gonna have to go. So there's this guy, Alderon's head. He's at the top of this building over here. I completely forgot about it. I was just so focused on taking down the, getting the meat from the actual stalkers here, that I forgot about it entirely. Should go back and do that. All right. All right, I'm halfway to 20. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm going to get to 20 of these. I'm going to cook them up and then use those to buff myself. The Ghostlands is going to be a really busy place. There'll be a lot to do down there. Oh, okay. I was wrong. I thought these stacked to 20. Well, I'm very wrong. How dare I? How dare my memory not be perfect? Wow. There we go. Very nice. Yeah, the entrance is over here, so we'll have to go along the road and then go up that way. I do like the architecture of the area. Very unique, very special. Hydrate. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll go with you first. I find it kind of silly that that every single group seems to have the same problems. They never have enough people to deal with the problems at home because all of their people are off in like faraway places dealing with enemies that are in faraway places. It's like they're just incapable of taking care of whatever's happening back at home. Hold on, wait a second. Oh, my brain is. I'm looking at this particular thing right here, and I'm like, why is my brain not working properly? It's over here. That's why. I'm such a silly Billy. I'm kind of hoping there's another chest around here, but I'm just not seeing one, so... Oh well. I don't remember how many McNasties there are up here. I want to say there's 3 of them. Oh, there's actually 4. Okay. Oh, okay, I got myself that right there, but I'm going to use this here to recover some mana. And then... No, these two, they're too close, so they're going to pull each other. Alright, let's do this. Alright, get the heal on. And hopefully they don't hyper spawn while I'm consuming the spring water. I think that the ice cold milk, which is the next mana drink above this one, it does like 400 and something mana over, was it 12 seconds or 15 seconds, whatever it is? Oh, 18 seconds, sorry. So once my mana gets to like 500, then I'll start getting the ice cold milk to recover my mana. It'll just be quicker that way. All right, so all of that, so these 3 are taken care of. Now we can worry about, I can go back to killing me some of them, their spring paw critters. So I can collect their lynx meat for our food. Oh, okay. Only one person, only one of them respawned. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, I was concerned because hyperspawning usually occurs when you have a whole bunch of players in one area killing mobs very quickly. The game like kind of like there's supposed to be this like a clock. Like, okay, this enemy spawned, this enemy is dead. Now it's just gonna respawn in this amount of time. And when a whole bunch of enemies are being killed quickly, that's a lot of spawn clocks that are happening, especially if they're being killed pretty close together. So if you could space out the actual, I guess, the murders of the animals or the critters in this game, then you could kind of control that. But it's, yeah, that's just silly to expect that to happen. Oops, I did not mean to sell that drink. Give me that back. Oops.
Stay the course.
How you doing, Mr. Stalker? Could you please just hand over your meat? I would really appreciate that. Come on. I do enjoy how powerful paladins are on this in this area, because there's a whole lot of undead. And holy damage does extra damage, of course, against undead, which is amazing. I don't know if that's still the case. I'm thinking, well, in PvP, I don't know if that was if that was the case when it came to PvP, where holy magic, well, holy did damage against undead players. I don't know. I was never really big into PvP. I would occasionally go into a battleground just to see what's going on, and sometimes watch the videos on it, but I was really not too heavily into it, so I have very little knowledge about that. Let's see, I think I can move faster than these guys. Backing up. Four more pieces, come on. Alright, there we go. Very nice. Oh, come on. There we are. Okay, we got 1, 2. Oh, here's 3. All right. Yeah, I think we're going to be very easily going to be able to get to the Ghostlands today. I'm not too sure exactly how far into the Ghostlands we will get, but we'll definitely get to the Ghostlands today. There's a whole bunch of other quests in the area that I'm not going to do. Like I said before, I'll probably come back and do those in the future, when I can get through them pretty quickly. That's kind of the problem I have with the guards around here. They'll actually run up and just kill the enemy you're fighting, but then because of that, there won't be any loot for you to collect. So it's kind of silly. I'm a bit on the annoyed side by that.
I'm out of range.
So one more piece of lynx meat, and then I'll do some cooking, and we'll go back to actually questing here in a second. Darn. Did a lot of dancing over there to avoid getting hit, but dang, you know. All right, let's see here. So, who's first? You're first.
Glory to the Sindori.
There you go. Let me just pick up this fur-lined chain shirt.
Shorella
Appreciate that. And then, where are you at? Oh, there you are, up there.
The eternal sun.
Here we go.
guides
They're
us.
dealt with.
Remember the sun.
Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant. Far Strider Retreat. Oh, wait a second. Far Strider's
Farewell.
Retreat, I think, is over here, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, these quests over here will take me to this area and to this area over here. Don't really want to do those. Now, she should have a quest. Yep, Missing in the Ghostlands. That's the quest I was thinking about.
Yes. Remember the
My nephew was sent
Sunwell.
to the Ghostlands a few days ago. He never mentioned anything about his task, except that it was an extremely secret nature. He never returned, and I fear for the worst. A missing messenger might not make much to the callous magisters of Silver, but it's just as like a son to me. Alright,
Time is of the essence.
I will look
Stay
into
the
it.
course.
Oh, wait a second. I need to cook up some food here. So, where is the fire? There it is. It's funny how they got a campfire inside the building. Yeah, so if you, in this version of the game, if you want to do cooking, you would also have to, you'd need a campfire with some flint and tinder and some simple wood. But as long as you got a fire nearby, not every fire counts, mind you, but as long as you got a fire nearby, you can do cooking without having to use those materials. And I think in Wrath they eliminated that too, because people were not really buying them or using them because they had fires available to use in the game. So why bother spend money on those materials if nobody's using them? Let's see here. I do not remember what the actual cooking requirement is, what cooking skill you need for the spider legs in the Ghostlands, but probably more than 20. All right, there we go. Brilliant. Let's see. The next two quests are here and here. Let's see what it looks like taking out the enemies in the Scar. You know, I'll just take out this this critter right here, just for the giggles. Okay. Let's see here. What is the current situation? Oh, come on. Let me click on the thing. Goodness. All right, yep, so level 10. Okay, and then 21, 13, 12. Yeah, I'm pretty much leveled enough to go to the Ghostlands. So I suppose I might as well do that, but these mice might not be too difficult to take down. So let's have a bit of our food here. Eat some steak, buff ourselves up, and then go in for the fight. You are... Okay, yep, you have mana. So I will mana tap you. Dang. Let me hit them, please. Alright, so the ghouls, I don't think... Oh, yeah, the marauders here, yeah. Well, they're technically still ghouls, but yeah, the marauders here can't tap those. I mean, can't mana tap those. Pardon me. Pardon my French. Over here saying things out of context might get a little dicey. You know what? Let's heal ourselves a little bit here. Damn, this guy's hard to hit. Alright, where's the nearest ghoul? Oh, hello. I saw it. I'm going for it. Gimme. Crap. Damn you. Ruining my chances of possibly getting another bag. I'm mad at you. Alright, here we go. So, look around. Alright. What's this one? Ooh, that one is... That's incredible. Okay, yep, getting that. Okay, there's another goal right there. Come on. Die faster. Oh, maybe. Oh, wow, okay. Okay, fine. 2 misses before I got 1 hit. That's annoying. Come on. Okay, any more marauders? They're really slaughtering them. Oh, there's one. I'm gonna get you. Okay, marauders. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Oh, the marauders have been slaughtered already. Marauders slaughtered. That's kind of rhymed. Alright, now we need to worry about the Dark Raids, which are not these guys. What do they have to do? Oh, well, they aren't those guys. Wait a second. Oh, okay, yeah. Had to go further up here. These guys are more dangerous. Of course, they're higher level too, so that just makes sense. There we go. Come on, over here.
I can't cast that yet.
Ooh, not doing enough damage to take him out with one. All right, so I have to reduce their health a bit more. That's fine. I suppose it's okay. Come on.
I'm out of range.
Get over here. It's funny how these guys have the exact same animations as the Voidwalkers do, or the blueberries. Yeah, these guys are just reskinned blueberries. That's pretty much what they are. There we go. Alright, so that one's there. That's 2 down. Just need 2 more. Where's the next one? There he is. All right. Oops. Why did I do that? Why do I disengage? Alright, those 2 are down, and so now it's the Greenkeepers. They're not too terribly difficult, honestly. Now, I don't remember, so when it comes to the buff food here, they want stamina and spirit. That's kind of the default. Spirit has, you know, in vanilla, spirit was terrible. It didn't really contribute to health regen or mana regen all that well. It was just kind of garbage in combat. It only really worked once you were out of combat, or I'm sorry, not out of combat, but if you hadn't casted a spell for a certain period of time, for like 5 seconds or something like that, then your mana regen, your MP5 would kick in. And that was substantially better. So for paladins, since spirit wasn't all that great for paladins, they kind of more or less benefited from just having as much mana as much, kind of stack intelligence. So you have a large enough mana pool to where you would have enough mana to actually cast your spells. And that kind of carried over into Wrath. And then when Cataclysm came out and they changed how they changed mana resources, or how, mana was used as a resource, then you became less worried about actually casting spells until late game. Your mana regeneration was increased substantially, and it made leveling much faster, much easier. Because you didn't have to worry about resource management at the early game. So that only became an issue in the late game, when you're doing raiding or 5-mans. But of course, this led to certain people being overconfident and doing big pools and causing a lot of pain for healers in dungeons. I guess you could say people overestimated how good things were. And then people got mad and they complained about, your gear score is not good enough, this and that and the other. Don't be so mean to your healers or tanks. They're doing what they can. The DPS are not here to get are not supposed to be getting a free ride. They need to do better. Oh. Oopsie. Completely forgot about that. Yeah, that's not going to heal me for too much, but it's going to be enough. Come on. Oh, wow. This guy's taking forever to die. Come on now. Sometimes bags drop off of these guys. How many? 12 seconds? 11 seconds? Okay. Goodness. These guys are really good at dodging my attacks. Dodge, parry. Let's see here. What was I? I was thinking about something for a second. What was I thinking about? Oh, that's right. Let's level my sword and board real quick.
It's too far away. I need to target something first.
Just a couple of more of these guys and then turn it in. It's a Cred Bastard Sword. Okay. Yeah, my weapon's still better. I always gotta try to, judge the worth of each weapon when you get it. See, it might be an upgrade or something. Once we start getting green items and getting those pluses to stamina and strength, and maybe a little bit of intel, we'll be in a much better position. Alright, there we go. Hello, what's this? Old White Bark's pendant, huh? Oh, well, there's old white bark right there. All right, so all we got to do is turn in these 3 quests and we can head to the Ghostlands.
What business have you?
I've done the thing you wanted me to
Have
do.
Justice.
All right, now back. Ooh, what's the quicker way? Oh, it's probably quicker to go this direction, huh? Well, that's a challenge, isn't it? It's trying to figure out what's the fastest path around. Is it this way or is it this way? I guess on the way back this way, we could take down some more of the spring paws, so I can get some more lynx meat, cook that up. Call it a good day. I just realized that the sound that these guys make when they growl is the exact same sound that the tigers in Stranglethorn make when you're fighting them. I don't know why I didn't notice it until just now. But yeah, they're just kind of reusing the same noise, the same sound assets between different groups, different critters. I guess it makes sense. I mean, was it like panthers, tigers, lynx? They're all technically felines, so technically quote unquote feliform. So why not just have them use the same sounds? The guy over here cackling. That, you know, often if you're just off at a distance and you don't know what they're saying and you just hear people laughing like that or cackling like that, it's like, okay, these people are crazy. They are on the crazy side. I'm collecting quite a bit of meat on the way. Okay, this is pretty good. I like that. Let's see, how much time? Okay, that's fine. I was just checking to see how long I've been streaming. I generally can really only stream for maybe about 2.5, 3 hours before I lose, you know, a good deal of energy. Before I lose the, the energy or the motivation? So when I see other people streaming for like 8 to 12 hours, I'm like, that's a lot. I don't know how you'll, maybe they're just, oh, they're young. They can do that, right? That's how it is, right? I'm old and ancient, you know? Let's see, this guy, you got bags? You have bags. Okay, good. Yep, you have bags. Oh, I'm level 10. That means I need to get training as well. I completely forgot about that.
What business have you?
Well, come on now.
Time is of the essence.
What training do I need? Yeah, actually it would be... Darn, I wish I really downloaded that app. I completely forgot about it. Oh, not app, but add-on. All right, you know what we'll do? We'll head off to the Ghostlands, to the place down there. Then I'll fly to Silvermoon. Right, Silvermoon? Yep, Silvermoon. and then get my training there, and then head on back to the place.
Be ready for anything.
Let's see here. The increase in scourge attacks led me to believe there might be a malfunction on one of the protective rune stones. Oh no, that's okay.
We'll have justice.
We'll do that. I'll do that in the future someday, maybe. I'm halfway to 11, so might as well head to the Ghostlands, get this out the way, pick up the quest down there, and I forget the name of that little. It's not really. It used to be a town. It looked like it would be a town, but it's more like a little, like a settlement, just like a small little place. This place is very large. This is a very large starting area. It seems really large. Elwyn Forest is a pretty large starting area too. So is Doug Moreau. Let's see here. Teldrassil, although the Night Elf starting area, it feels kind of big, but it also feels like there isn't a lot there. It feels like there could have been more, but I also feel like if they added more, it would have made being in that zone a bit too unbearable.
We will persevere. Hold your head high.
All right, girlfriend, talk to me. So, what are you standing around for? Can't you see this boy needs immediate attention? By the looks of it, the plague is beginning to take over his body. Within minutes, not even our master apothecary like me will be able to save him. The animals south of the river carry the plague in their blood. Go across the bridge and hunt the plague beast there. Bring me enough plague blood samples and I'll distill a serum capable of saving them. Hurry. Apothecary Vidra wants me 4 plague samples for the beasts in Ghostlands. Oh, what am I doing? I'm supposed to accept that. Nerd. What are you doing? Don't run away from the lady. So it plague blood for pretty much any animal. So we got the misbats, you got the ghost paws, I think they're called. All right, Mr. Misbat. Ooh, 32 damage. That's actually pretty decent. Oh, wow. 2 crits? 3 crits? Okay. I was not expecting 3 in a row. That's actually pretty good. I like that. Let's have a look over here. No ghost links, huh? Damn. There we go. Ouch. Oh, pardon me. Cracked my wrist a little bit. Better go check on my laundry. That's what I'll do. I'll collect this blood sample, and then I'll go check on my laundry. Local time is... Okay, yeah, that's the local time. All right. Oh, I'm about to die. That's not good. Oh, got all the samples. Okay, pretty cool. That's actually pretty decent. I was expecting it to take longer to get those samples. Let's see here. Oh, I am level 10. That means I can actually start putting points into things. All right, let's see here. Which one is the best option? Actually, strength would probably be the better option. Yeah, because the retribution here, that just increases the blessing, the attack power by 4%. But this actually increases strength, which will actually increase my attack power. So it says 1724. So let's put a point to that. Oh, it didn't actually increase it. Oh, wait, no, what am I thinking? Here we are. I'm so silly. I was looking at the wrong stat. The weapon damage is what I was looking at. That's the silly thing. It's like, because strength increases attack power, and you got your weapon damage with your attack power as a modifier for the actual damage you do.
Dark Lady, watch over you.
Delivery. I'm too weak to continue. I carry a dire warning from Regent Lord Theron in the form of a letter. You'll have to deliver it for me. Take it to Arcanus Vandril and Tranquillian. You will find the town further to the south along the road.
Keep your wits about you.
All right. Wait, does that mean I get my first? Oh, look at that. My very first green item. Nice. And +1 to strength. Good, 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 good. I'll be able to do more damage. Very much awesome. Yeah, that's the thing about, I'm not too sure about in retail, but in the past, when you got a piece of gear that increased your stats at all, it was noticeable. Like, it felt like an actual increase in power. It means you could do more damage, things would die faster. Let's see. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm getting hit. I'm getting attacked. I'm getting attack of the yawns. Turn me into, call me Yanni because I'm like just yawning over here. Now I don't know why it's split like that. That's kind of weird. Anyway. Right, delivery.
Is at hand.
Finally, we waited for the response from the Regent Lord, but let me see here. What is this? A dark presence. He senses a dark presence in the Doselands? No kidding. I could have told him that. Alright, so give me the bronze bracers here, because these are better.
We will have justice.
Alright, the Forsaken. I know it seems strange, but these Forsaken are here to help. You should speak to the leader, High Executor, Mavrin. He's in the tower.
Keep your wits about you.
Alright, so we got a new bag. Oh, interesting. Let's see here. Okay, so we're going to swap out this bag here because it's a 4 slot. We got 2 more slots. Very nice. There we go. So I think it was like 86 or something like that. Now we're up to 88. Okay. All right, so I cannot... Oh, I can interact with this person, but I cannot interact with the other person. It's soulbound, so I can sell it? Ah, okay. I don't really need this. So there we go.
Watch your back.
Okay, now we go talk to this person over here. Let's see. My reputation increased by 250. Tranquillian. Okay, that's the name of this place.
What is it?
I know that we have forsaken appear monstrous to your eyes, but I assure you we mean your people no harm. We are here because of our common enemy, Dar Khan, the traitor. He has returned and now commands a scourge. He is invading this land with a steadfast death home to the south. Our leader, Lady Sylvanas Windrunner, originally hails from these lands, and in fact used to be an elf. She has a history with the Dark Khan and wants him dead as much as your people do. Alright, cool. Would you be so kind as to return to Arcanus Vandril? I know that you are very anxious to send you out on your first mission here in the Ghostlands. We are counting on you. Yay, they are counting on me. I wonder how high they're going to count before they say I'm good or bad.
Our enemies will fall.
Alright, so let's snatch up these quests before I go to town and get training. There we go. Let's see. We're surrounded here. The outlying villages have all been overrun by the Scourge. You must head to the northeast of the Sun Crown village immediately and deal with the Nerubian Scourge menace. You can't miss them. They're spider-like creatures. Ah, we get to kill some undead spiders. Well, that's a neat little thing. There's a paladin ability called Holy Wrath, and it's an AOE. It does AOE holy damage to enemies around them, around the paladin. Now the neat thing is, I guess due to the nature of the spell, it actually stuns undead, kind of stuns them in place for a few seconds. How am I supposed to supply the war effort if I can't even safely get my supplies here? I was promised an escort that never came, and then I had to leave one of my carts behind west of here when I was attacked by a band of ghouls. Want to help? Get me the business for the process. Get me open for business in the process. Go down to the western road to the town of the pass of the graveyard. On the other side of the Dead Scar is the fork of the road. The hill of the cart be on the left side. On the left lies just beyond. Left. Oh, wrong button. Oh, it's over here. Okay. So this is the village of spiders. There's more quests over here, and this is where I go. Okay. Let's see. That one is a quest that is very difficult. Is going to be not. I'm not going to be able to do that. Okay. But this one here, Plague Coast. Okay. Are you the... Yes, you are. I think you are. Yep. You're the person. Yep. You're the what do you call that? Oh, crap. I forgot. Quartermaster. Well, I call it quartermaster, but yeah, provisioner. There we go. Yeah. All right, what do you got? Plague Coast? Yep. To find a cure for the plague, we need to understand how it affects different creatures, from the most complex life forms to the lowest subspecies. I've come to study the Murlocs since, like us, they are retained free will in undeath. What makes these lowly mongrels so special, I need to find out. So, go bring 6 plagued Murloc spines to Apothecary in Tranquillian. Okay. Okay, yep, I have to go to Silvermoon, where I will also do training, because I got the coin. Alright, before I do that, I'm going to step away and, well, check on my laundry, and I shall return. Let's see. There we go. I shall return. Okay, I have returned. There we go. Alright, let's get to Silvermoon.
Farewell. Death to all who oppose
A
us.
very modest amount of coin I can send you swiftly flying through the air on one of these magnificent beasts. And it's safer than walking there, I can assure you. It's also faster, too. Purchase a flight to Silvermoon.
We will have justice.
Absolutely.
Salama Ashalanore.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, yeah, so like I mentioned earlier, I think the lore is that the Blood Elves were betrayed by the Alliance, and that pushed them over to join the Horde. And I think that's where we will have justice comes from, because of how the humans mistreated them. Yeah, it's silly. It's like the lore, the Warcraft lore. There aren't really too many good guys at all. Like even those that would be considered good guys, have done some not so good guy things. All right, so we'll do 5 points into this. I'm not too sure if I want to increase my intel. And we'll do 5 points into this for the armor bonus. And then we'll do 5 points into this. So that's going to be 5, 10, and 15. So before we get to level... So yeah, we're going to have points in all 3 different trees by the time we get to level 20. Okay. Swords and... Yep. Okay. Yeah, they're pretty much leveled up. So I can swap back over to the two-headed. Let's see here. Okay, so here, this is where I gotta go. Wait a second. Can I... No, class trader. There we go. Oh, okay. Paladin trader's up here. Okay, so we could go here, then all the way over here. Or we could go here and then come back over here. I guess it really means no different. I'm not too sure if I might as well do the Paladin quest to get my resurrection spell. Yeah, because a lot of, in the past, in this particular version of WoW, there are certain quests that you had to do in order to obtain certain abilities. In future versions of WoW, that way really wasn't the case. Some of those quests actually got removed. For example, you have your warhorse. Paladins will get a warhorse. And then they'll get their charger, which is this thing right here. They'll get their charger. And in this particular thing, you would do a quest for that. And that'd be your level 60 mount. Now, that quest was still around in Wrath, but when Cataclysm came about, that quest got removed. I think it's the same thing with the Warlocks as well, where the Warlocks had a quest that you could do as well. Oh no, you... Okay, yeah, I get a quest from you, but you're not a trainer. You're a weapon master. Paladin trainers are up here. Okay. Wait, what's her face? Oh, maybe she's not here. Okay, so lay on hands, that's kind of a big one. This one's for the damage, this one's for the survivability. This one is definitely for survivability, but it really has the same kind of effect as Divine Protection. So it feels like I'm just paying... the only thing is, let's see here. Let's see here. it has a 5-minute cooldown. So yeah, this is good if you need to like an ability to escape. But if you're in a position where you have to run away to not die, popping one of these protections only lasts 6 seconds. And so you'll have to survive for like another minute, or like another 54 seconds or something like, I'm sorry. Yeah, 54 seconds before you can use another protection spell. And if you're using a protection spell, you have to use a protection spell in anyway. Yeah, can't talk. Then I don't think you're going to be around long enough to use it a second time. Okay. We'll just pick up those ones. Alright, so... Okay, so it's level 12 that the spell comes into effect. Alright, so where's the healing? Lay on hands is right here. Alright, cool. Oh, I didn't put purify on here? Well, that's silly of me. So this is Seal of Righteousness, rank 1. So rank 2 goes here. Apply that again. Let's see. That's still a rank 1 spell. Rank 1. Rank 2. Yep. Okay. Alright, let's go turn in this quest and then head back to Tranquillion. Now, in Ghostlands, the area is kind of the world. The zone's kind of split in two. Kind of split in two right here. Quests are either on this side of the road or on this side of the road. And so, if we start doing quests on one side, then we'll have to keep doing quests on that one side because it just makes a lot more sense to do it that way. Because either way, you're just running back and forth, covering a lot of ground and not getting a whole lot done. So the best thing to do would be to quest over in this area until there are no more quests that we can actually do, and then switch over here and do these quests. Are you first aid? You are first aid.
Glory to the Sindora.
Can I... Oh no, I'm not skilled enough. Okay, I'll have to get skilled enough then to come back. Alright, so since we're going to be going over here to the... Okay, yeah, we're going to go to Suncrown Village area, kill a bunch of spiders, and then we'll do a bunch of quests over in that... So yeah. We'll do quests over here, and then eventually we will counter quests that we can't do because we're not leveled enough, and then we'll switch over to here. But yeah, so we will be going back and forth, but instead of like going back and forth one quest after another, because yeah, like this quest here, and then this quest here is on the other side, is by the is on the other side of the river. Okay. Oh, and I also have to set my Hearthstone too. I keep forgetting about that. Exactly. Oh, my hands are starting to hurt. That's kind of the thing I've noticed as I've gotten older, is that when I'm playing a PC game, that over time my hands and wrists start to feel uncomfortable. And I usually use that as a good time to like, hey, maybe, because I mean, in the past I could play for hours and hours and hours without my hands hurting. But now it's like, guess what? You're 20 years older. You can't do that much anymore. You can't play for as long as you can anymore. A lifetime of use with your hands and your fingers have led to discomfort. All right, let's see here. Okay, who do I talk to? Wait a second here. Oh, my dumbass. Okay. I got so distracted thinking about the map and what I was going to do that I completely just missed the entire reason I went to freaking Silvermoon. Damn it. I'm very good at that. I am very good at like forgetting what I'm doing and then like running off. I get distracted very easily. Darn it. Grr. Now I'm grumpy.
We will persevere.
Oops, that's not meant to do.
Victory lies ahead. Farewell.
Right. Damn it. That's okay. Once I get up there and get the stuff, I'll just fast travel. We'll just hearth back to Tranquillian. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Ugh. Oh, it is really starting to warm up. My window, my room faces the sun in the afternoons, or should I say, the sun faces my window in the afternoons. And even though I got the blinds down, it still causes my room to warm up. And the computer, being the way it is not too entirely helpful. So, yeah. Oh goodness. You know, getting around places, like as a mage, you can have portals. And those portals can get you to major cities. And so mages were able to make a good bit of coin opening portals for people to get to and from places because, well, there weren't already, like in retail right now, you have a portal that you can find portals that pretty much take you to, well, not everywhere in the game, but like every major hub in the game. Like you have portals of Stormwind and like, you know, and you have portals of Stormwind. I mean, in the past, you had portals to all the cities. In previous versions of retail, you would have portals to all the cities, you know, Darnassus, Stormwind, Ironforge, Exodar, and same thing with the Horde too. You had portals to go to all of the different cities, and you could use those portals to get you those places. But before those portals existed, people would pay mages to open up portals to get to those places, and mages could make a good chunk of money doing that. And sometimes, and here's the silly thing, sometimes people would actually pay mages to make food and water for people who are going out into the world to do farming so they could eat or drink, you know, so they can recover the resources in between, you know, in between pools and things like that.
Your gold is welcome here. Stay the course.
There we go.
We will have justice.
Thank you. Okay, so yeah, over here is the auction house. Now, throughout the entire lifetime of WoW, both either retail or classic, Orgrimmar and Stormwind were always the two of the most popular places to go. So you're not going to find a whole lot of people here. Yeah, you're a tradesman. Who are you? Oh, you're another player. What am I thinking? Okay. All right, and you know what? Let's just get back to Tranquillian. I'm not gonna fly there. That's just a waste of money. I'll just hearth. And oh, another thing too. Such a funny thing. Of course, in Wrath, in what is it? In TBC and Wrath, your hearth time is what was always an hour, and then as you got added like guild perks and Cataclysm and everything like that, you could actually reduce your hearth time. But there's actually, I want to say it's Kata, that they cut the actual cooldown time for Hearthstones to like 30 minutes, and then with the guild perks that you got for being in a guild, then that would even cut down. You got guild achievements, I think it was. your hearth time would be cut down even more to maybe like 15 minutes or something like that. And it was such a nice quality of life improvement that they did. I have no idea what it's like now. Retail is so alien to me now. I have no idea. All right, let's see here. There's no other quest other than this big one right here. So let's go kill some spiders. Yeah, let's go kill some big ass spiders. Let's gonna go peep some spiders of the big ass variety and slay them. And of course, I remember there being one big giant, I think it took an elite. Is it a unique spider or an elite or something like that? I think it's a unique. Uniques have like silver, have like a silver dragon around their portrait. Elites have a gold one. Okay, so let's see if we can actually do this. I'm not too sure. I think the big guy over here is actually level 12, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to take him down. But we'll see what we can do. Probably gonna die horribly. Might have to stun the guy and run away just to keep myself alive. Okay. All right, now I do remember there being a quest. Yep, there is a quest here. Oh, he's a level 12. Oh wait, no, wait. That doesn't mean, well, the quest says 11 plus, and it's a group, so I'm thinking it's an elite quest. I don't see any spiders. What's going on? Come closer. I am dying. Well, hello, I am dying. My name's Patronus. I was sent here to slay the Nerubians, but Vandrel didn't know what they had to lead her. You must find the slay Enoch Satun. Get help. She wanders around Suncrown Village. All right, so that's a very Stung. That's a funny name. That's funny. I like that. So, in The Hobbit, the dwarves and Gandalf encounter trolls. They take down the trolls by turning them to stone, and then while they're going through the troll horde, they discover elven weapons, and there are two weapons: a Glamdrade the Foehammer and what was the second one? I forget the name of the second one. Anyway. Orcus the Goblin Cleaver. That's what it was. Anyway, there was a small sword. Well, actually, it wasn't a sword. It's more of like a dagger. But because of Bilbo being such a small in stature, the sword was this. It became a sword for him, even though it was a dagger for everybody else. And when he killed some spiders in The Hobbit, he gave the name to the sword Sting. And this sword is called Stung, which is a reference to that. And I really appreciate that. Okay, so where's the big guy? All right, so let's go around the entirety of the outside of the village, because I know there's some nasties out there. Oh, but first let's eat some food. Let's buff ourselves with the buff food. There we go. All right, and now increase our damage. All right, let's do this. $34 damage per hit. That's 38. 36. Oops. There we go. Nice. Next. Okay, so that's one down. Just 9 more to go. Yeah, it'd be kind of nice to get that stung. But there's a two-headed weapon here that is really good too, but I have to be exalted, I think it is. Oh, hello. What do we got here? Not what I'm wearing is still better. Okay, let's wrap me up here a bit. there's the big one right there. Okay. Already been taken down, so I gotta wait for them to respawn. Come on, die faster. Nice. Alright, sweet. I leveled. Oh, speaking of which. So let's put some points into Divine Aura so I can increase the amount of damage reduction I have. Alright. You're next. Boom, boom, boom. Die horribly. Come on now. There we go. I pull you away from these guys. I don't want to fight more than one at a time. That seems very disadvantageous to me. What do we got here? Oh, never mind. Yeah, I was under the effect of something. It might have been some kind of poison. But of course, it went away before it was actually an issue. There's some spells in this game. I don't know if they're what they are. I don't know if they're bugs or glitches or something like that. But if you're under the effects of them for too long, they just won't go away. It seems like there's some kind of like in the human side. In was it in Duskwood? There's a town south. Well, there was a town south of the cemetery, and there's some shenanigans going on inside of the is it the barn down there or something like that, or the inn? If you go upstairs, you'll encounter some nasties doing some kind of ritual, and they cast like a AOE spell that will kill you. And if you don't, and if you're able to get away, the spell continues to do damage. It won't stop. So the only way to do it is either one, you die, or I need to tap these guys. I mean to mana tap these guys before I go further. I'm burning through my mana too quickly. Yeah, so if you either this AoE damage goes away when you die, or if you log out. It's some kind of weirdness. I don't know why it's like that. And I believe there is actual quests that takes you to that spot, but I don't have any knowledge of it. It's like I know something that could possibly exist. I just don't really have any knowledge of it. Come on. Oh, come on. Wow. Okay. Damn. That's kind of weird. It's like I step back and step forward, and then damage comes out, and I didn't even swing. Let's get the sword out here. All right, so I don't see the big person yet. I don't see the BBEG just yet, but she's supposed to be out here. Usually the BBEG walks around in and out of these structures, making a big circle, making like one big path around the area. Uh, 15 seconds, maybe? Alright, where is this bish? So I believe this also silences all enemies. Yeah, it does. Yeah, silences enemies, but also restores mana.
I need to target something first.
Poison, nature damage. All right, let's see if I can take on this this big spider. Oh, hello. All right, so I have seen this big spider up in this area before. Oh, there you is. Found her. She's up there. There's the big girl. I wish it'd tell me what her health is. That'd be great. Why don't tell me she has like a partner? Has like a buddy that follows around with follows her. I don't want to deal with that. I don't think I'm going to be able to do enough damage to her before I die horribly. Okay. Yep, I'm not going to be able to do enough damage to her. Oh boy, this is a challenge and a half right here. Oh. Come on, die horribly. Die faster. Thank you. Okay. Whew. I was actually able to do it. Alright, sweet. Oh, run away. Look behind you to see if there's any nasties behind you. No, there isn't. Okay, about over here. No, it looks like we're clear for that moment. This isn't good for me. Okay, so just start swinging away until it falls over. Okay. I have no mana drinks. Pretty typical. Pretty standard, really. Taking chances while being ill-prepared? No, never. That never happened at all, ever. Still gotta wait for this to... Alright, so I can actually come back here and pick up that sword. That's gonna be a big help. there we go. It's like, why did it not do the thing I wanted it to do? Okay. Yeah, so sword and board for survivability, and then two-headed weapon for actual damage. Alright, so... Oh, wait a sec. Oh, I don't have any points to spend. Whoops. How silly of me. I thought I had points. Thought I had a point. I'm so silly. Alright, a brand new sword called Stung.
The dark times will pass. The reckoning is at hand.
Alright, and I'm now friendly with Tranquillian. Alright, so defeat... Let's see here. We have a one success, but there are two more villages supposed to be claimed. Golden Mist Village is our next target. It lies to the northwest. It is taken to the ghosts of the High Elves used to live there. Gruesome, I know, but these are preparations, sort of tactics that the Scourge like to employ. Go and defeat the ghouls and wraiths, excuse me, not wraths, wraiths. And go from there, okay.
Remember the sun well.
Give me Stung. Let's see here.
Farewell.
Sweet. And now that I'm friendly, there are more quests available. So let's pick those up then.
Baladash, Malanore.
Oops, can you believe it? We have an actual functioning arcane sanctum up running southeast of here, the Sanctum of the Sun. All manner of important magisters have come to take part in running it. Of course, they're all forgotten about the Sanctum of the Moon. Not much remains of it, but its energies have given rise to bizarre creatures. I'm not one to let good resources go to waste, however. Go to the Sanctum of the Moon and see if you can recover crystallized essence from the creatures there. Magister Nerners wants to travel to the Sanctum of the Moon to the west and of Tranquillian and cover 8 crystal mana essences in Devourer. Okay, I think I know where that is. Yeah, that's over here. Okay.
Yes.
Help Ranger Valana.
Hold your head high.
Valanana? Valana? I cannot pronounce the words to save my life right now. Helena, I can't sit here just waiting for an audience. The High Executive Dame are furious. I cannot wait. We're dealing with the Shadow Pine Trolls of Zebsora to the northeast across from Lake Elrendar. But the lieutenant mishandled the attack and lost a lot of Farstriders. And he just fell to pieces afterwards. Ranger Valana has sent me here. Okay. Oh, wait a second. I think I know this one.
Keep your wits about you.
Oh, yeah, it's over here. Okay.
Baladash Malanore.
Everifurus. Okay, investigate.
Remember the
And
sun well.
Daroth. We're having difficulty with a group of night elves that have recently taken over a nearby island. We've set up a small camp on the old high elf ley line nexus, the Andaroth in the northwest, and there's a dirt path that leads up to it past the Dead Scar. I suggest you lend your aid by going up there, investigating what they're up to, and slaying as many of this conceited night elves as you can.
Salama
There's a lot of elf-ism going on around here. Trouble at Underlight Mines. The Underlight Mines of the southwest have been overrun by a clan of gnolls calling themselves the Blackpaw. I don't need to remind you how important those mines are to a strategic asset of our ongoing campaign here in the Ghostlands. Take the south road out of town and follow the fork to the right. Just past the ziggurat on the right, there'll be a short dirt path to the west. Follow it. The ore must flow.
Watch your back.
And you, what do you have me doing?
What now?
Down the Dead Scar. if you made it this far, then you probably know about the Dead Scar and how this day this day mindless scourge followed the path of destruction that Arthas created on his way to Silvermoon. Make yourself useful and thin down the scourge's number in the scar. If you prove yourself worth your salt, it'll put in a good word for you. Slay 10 risen hungerers and gangled cannibals. I guess these guys, what we asked them, are they cannibals or cantables? Since I'm friendly now, there should be some gear I can buy. Okay, look at that. I will buy that, yes. Nice. Alright, since I'm here, I might as well sell a few things too. Let's see. Alright, there we go. What is the next one here? What is the next one? Honored is the next one. Yeah, so we got friendly, and then honored, revered, and I believe, oh, nice. Nice. Ooh, I barely even have enough coin for it. Ooh, look at that. You know what? I can use this to make myself more money. To recover my funds. Yes, I can. Oops, I did that again. There we go. Alright, I got an awesome sword. It doesn't have any visual effects on it. That's unfortunate. But hey, it's a new sword. Strength and intel. Oh, I like that. It sends a chance on hit, sends a shadowy bolt at the enemy, causing 35 shadow damage. That's a pretty decent. I like that. A little extra damage never hurt nobody. Well, never hurt me, I should say. Yeah. Okay. The Sky Mistress Blooming. Oh, that's over here. There's quite a bit of questing to do over here. I know I have all of this over here. But look at that. 14, 12, 14, 11, 13, 11. Oh my lord. Okay. You know what? It's been a good few hours, and I need to finish up my laundry and then focus on getting other things ready for the next week. So I think I did a pretty good run here. Yeah. Yep. So I'm gonna go ahead and end stream here, so I can give my hands a rest and finish up my chores and continue to get ready for next week, because it's gonna be busy. It's gonna be a busy week. I could just feel it. I even have to go in early on Monday, which is obnoxious. But there's a truckload that needs to go out the door, and for some dumb reason, they're not really giving me a whole lot of help. Well, okay. Well, with my complaining out the way, I would say, yeah. So I would say, hey, thank you for watching. I love your faces, and I will see you next stream. Not too sure when that is, but